study session of the Livonia City Council. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance led by the Honorable Linda Scheel.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening. This meeting sets the agenda for the 2024 regular meeting, which is a voting meeting that will take place on Monday, September 8th, where tonight's items will be officially voted on. Tonight we have 6 members of council. President McCullough was unable to be with us. The council has set aside 30 minutes for audience communication for items not on our agenda. Do we have any audience communication? Name and address for the record, please.
Steve Johnson from Livonia, and a little confusion about item 13 in the regular session. I would have spoke then, but I guess procedurally I couldn't at the time. It's about changing the quiet time from 11 p.m. to 10 p.m. And first, the 10 p.m. quiet time better aligns with the schedules of working families who must wake up very early. Being able to get uninterrupted sleep starting at 10 p.m. is vital for their health, productivity, and safety, especially those in the healthcare, manufacturing, and public service sectors. Second, studies consistently show that excessive noise at night leads to a high stress levels, poor sleep quality, and increased risk of chronic health issues. By simply shifting quiet hours 1 hour earlier, we create a healthier environment for residents of all ages, particularly those with medical conditions sensitive to sleep disruption. Third, it brings us in line with surrounding communities that have adopted earlier quiet times. I shared with the Law and Education Committee a whole list of cities surrounding us that have adopted a 10 p.m. Quiet time. And finally, enforcement becomes clearer and more consistent when expectations match common standards for courtesy. Most residents already begin to quiet down around 10 o'clock, and formalizing this helps avoid conflict and supports neighborly cooperation. And in closing, this is a small change that can have a meaningful impact on well-being and the quality of life for our residents. And I just want to add, we're not allowed to call the police until after 11 o'clock. And by the time the police usually arrive at the location, it's almost 12 o'clock at midnight. So I urge you to consider making 10 p.m. the official start of quiet time in Livonia. I apologize for not making the committee meeting. I had an illness that day, and that's why when I cook in our family, we pray after dinner. Thank you.
Thank you. Good evening.
Steve King, Coventry Gardens. September 4th, Thursday, September 4th, is the last concert of the season for Music from the Heart, and Steve King and the Diddleys will be playing there. That is my band, if you didn't know. And the concerts have not been well attended this year. I haven't really seen any of you out there, but they really haven't. So I am reaching out to the folks out there. We need a very large crowd there September 4th, so please spread the word. It's the last concert. They've added this additional concert to accommodate me. Okay, I wanted to mention September 2nd, I'm doing another teach-in at the Civic Center Library. While campaigning throughout the city, citizens told me, separate police and fire from the millage proposal. We all support police and fire. By defeating the millage, we have done just that. We've separated. So the first thing I'll address at my teach-in is police and fire, where we go from here. Secondly, I'll talk about how the inspection department operates and what isn't working, and it is a lot. And I'll be going into detail. I will then cover Rotary Park in depth. And for you, Rob, real proposals, real dollars and cents that shows you I can do what I say for half the money you want to spend. Finally, Noble. I will address Noble with an action plan, blow by blow, step by step, what we're doing, a timeline, where the money's coming from, and I have a private partner, someone in the community that wants to Pony up and save Noble. So I'm going to show you how to do that. We don't need your task force. And lastly, I pulled another deer out of the road today. It was a young buck. It's the 8th one I've pulled out. I have a no-cull deer management plan, which we can do this year. Again, I will have blow-by-blow who we're partnering with, how we're doing it. It's a no-kill plan, and it will work. Please come to that teach-in, 6:45, September 2nd. Finally, I want to announce the sidewalks at Newburgh Village have been completed. Joe Rotunda and his boys got over there, did a beautiful job. I want to shout out Denise Micah and Lynn Mills. It wasn't the Housing Commission. It wasn't Jim Ingalls. 8 years those sidewalks languished. 8 years. Denise and Lynn, it only took 3 council meetings. This city operates on the squeaky wheel format. You got to squeak the wheel if you want anything to happen in this city. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good evening.
Good evening, Pat Brockway, Melrose Street, Livonia. 2 things I just wanted to bring up. One, as far as the possibility of the ordinance changing the time from 11 to 10. That's something I definitely could get behind as a resident who used to work the AM shift, getting up to go to the airport at like 2 a.m. in the morning. Sometimes you get some block parties and some other things that get very noisy, especially on Linden. There's the one church there that does their celebration. It's kept me awake before. So I could definitely see residents kind of getting behind that. So I hope that gets further discussed. Secondly, just with the election coming up in November, I just urge the residents of Livonia, especially for those that do care about Noble. As we've seen expressed on the council, we have people that are for it. We have people that wish to demolish it. We have people that wish for us to make some kind of decision, and that's perfectly fine. That's reasonable to have different views. I just ask that the residents of Livonia look online. Facebook has a couple different articles that have been posted about different candidates and what their stance is on Noble. So if you're going to be voting for someone, there's candidates that refuse to give an explanation of their thoughts on Nobles. There's candidates that aren't in favor of Noble, and there's candidates that have fought to preserve Noble. So to the residents of Livonia, please educate yourself, especially if you want to see Noble kept. Don't elect someone in that already has expressed or refuses to express their version or their view of Noble. That's all.
Hi, Denise Micah, Livonia. I'm announcing that Steve King's website is up. It's kingforlivonia.com. That if anybody wants to take interest in it, it's got a lot of great information. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else? Okay, I'll go to council announcements. Councilmember Budzinski.
Hi, yes. I know it's a school night, so I know you need to go to bed early. And I really just want to remind people that our vice president here is the chairperson of the math department at Churchill High School. She's the only one amongst us with like a real day job. Like all of us work, but she's got to actually be somewhere Monday through Friday from 5 to 3:30. And I think it's really, she doesn't have to be at school if she gets up that early. But I just think it's really commendable because this is hard work, as it was noted about the time commitment that she puts in with the Finance and Budget Committee. She does this with a full-time job where she has a responsibility to be somewhere every single day serving students. And it also has changed the way that kind of council operates in a good way to make it more accessible for those who are working full-time jobs. Having meetings a little later in the afternoon, opposed to, midday meetings that, kind of historically has been able to happen when people have more flexibility in their work. So I just want to say thank you, Martha, for your work in the classroom. Thank you for, again, just demonstrating how people in different professions can serve our community.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, City Hall has been a little bit flexible with me as far as scheduling meetings after 3:30, which has been great. And a lot of my students do actually they think it's fun to tune in for part of City Council. So kids, if you're watching, it hasn't been that entertaining tonight, but I promise the math lessons tomorrow will be fun. So anyway, any other council announcements? Oh, you got another one.
I'm just
Go
going
ahead.
to say, maybe Scott Morgan also has a traditional night. I don't know what Scott Morgan does for employment.
Just so you know, the rest of us do really have full-time jobs.
No, I have a
Just
full-time
to clarify
job.
that.
I have a full-time 24-hour. I'm just stating she's got to be.
It sounded like you were saying that we all sit home on the couch and
No.
eat bonbons.
No, okay, I want to be clear.
Not correct.
We work. I
Just wanted to clarify that.
I also have a full-time job. My point is I have flexibility in my work that I can work in different spaces or locations. I don't have to be in the office every day because I work remotely. That is what I was suggesting. I need to get coffee with Councilmember Morgan so I can learn more about his personal life.
I can vouch that Councilmember Morgan is not sitting on the couch eating bonbons, watching soap operas all day, so. But anyway, yes, I do have a very scheduled.
That's I just meant
Yes.
that.
I have to wait for a bell to ring to use a restroom, for sure. All right, anyway, enough of this. Anyone else on council have any announcements? We're good. All right, let's go to the study agenda, shall we? Let's start with agenda item number 1. It is a block party brought to us from Sam Plymel and Jake Vargo to be held Saturday, October 4th, 2025, from 12 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Sherwood Street between Woodside and Westbrook Streets with a rain date of Sunday, October 5th, 2025. Good evening.
Hello, Sam Plymel, Fairway Farms. I am the one that put the application in. Sorry, Councilwoman Toy Jake could not be here tonight, so I'm here in his
Great guy.
his replacement. So I guess I'll open it up for questions. I'm not sure how this process
Madam
exactly
Chair.
goes. So
Councilmember Toy.
Thank you. Jake Vargo's a cool guy. He really helped us with human trafficking at the
Yep.
state level, and
he's
just
a great neighbor.
just super guy. You're lucky to have him over there, and probably lucky to have you. And it's just amazing the things he can do. You've had this before, haven't you?
Yeah, it's been going on long before I lived in the subdivision. I
Yes.
believe more than 10 years.
Can you remind people where Fairway Farms is?
Yep,
it?
we're on north of 5 Mile, just east of Livonia.
East of Livonia. Yep. Okay, I'm going to ask for an approving, if that's okay with the council. They've done it before. You've never had, like, the police or the fire department out there.
No, they're welcome to come though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Great,
More
great.
the merrier. I do want to mention on the application, I requested 4 barricades. Talking to the HOA person, I need 6. Is that going to be an issue? Do I need to make an
Not to
amendment?
me it
or-
isn't, but call, check with them.
Okay.
You'll
Yeah.
be fine.
I'm
Okay.
sorry, Lori knows this
We
stuff.
send the letter over to DPW. When you arrive, just tell them how many you need.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you, sir.
Is that on consent, Mr.?
Yes, please.
Okay. Anyone else from council? All right. You have an approving on consent, which means it's all but assured to pass. You're welcome to come back on the 8th if you want, but you really don't need to.
Okay, thank you.
Have a great
Yep.
party.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Agenda item number 2 is a request to extend waiver use approval to new owner, Ali Salah of Old Redford Auto, regarding petition 2013-08-02-0-19, submitted by Richard George to operate a used auto dealership located on the south side of Plymouth Road from Merriman Road and Milburn Avenue, 30805 and 30835 Plymouth Road, in the northwest quarter of Section 35, CR 24-15. Good evening.
Good evening. My name is Richie George,
That is Richie.
11700 Merriman Road, Livonia, and I'm here today to introduce you to a gentleman, his name is Ali Salah, and ask your, for a request to transfer the agreement that I have with Livonia to Ali Salah to reopen the used car dealership there. Back in 2021, you were able to transfer it to Zag Motors, who is no longer at that location. He left quite abruptly. Couple things, he wasn't maintaining the building, and he was not abiding by the rules. So regardless of that, the building is now vacant, and I'm here to request that the council welcome Ali Salah in hopes that you will, I'm not sure what they're called, but the rules that you gave me to operate there to be transferred to him. He is familiar with them, he's read them all, and is well-versed in the automotive field, both wholesale, retail, and service. He has family members. Well, first of all, let me say, when you go into business, if you're a butcher, you have to know how to cut meat. If you go into the supermarket business, you want to know all aspects of the business. Ali is very familiar in the automotive industry. His family is, he has a family member. His father, as a matter of fact, who's a mechanic, a licensed mechanic. And he himself has a great reputation in the field. He's right here in Redford. He does business right in the location where my building is, and he works with the dealers right in the neighborhood, and they speak highly of him. The property is, if you allow him, will be sold to him. He's committed. He has money behind him, and I personally welcome him. His service is unsurpassed. He takes care of my cars now, and I think that he would be a welcome addition to the city of Livonia. With that, let me answer your questions.
Madam Chair.
1 second.
Okay.
I'm just going to check in with Mr. Chairman if he had anything to add first.
So just by way of background, this property, it's on the south side of Plymouth Road. It operated for years as American Steel Motorcycle. That was Mr. George's business. Then in 2013, it was petitioned to, a waiver petition to utilize a automobile dealership. That was approved in 2014. A Keith Lang operated the dealership there until 2021. It was with the stipulation that the user of the waiver, that the waiver would be limited to that particular user. Then in 2021, after Mr. Lang departed the auto business, the dealership business, that approval was transferred to ZAG Motors, as was mentioned by Mr. George. They've since left, and now the request before you is to transfer the waiver approval to a new dealer who is here this evening. You can answer any questions. I have discussed this with them. They're aware of all of the conditions that were imposed with the original 2014 approval on this. So,
Thank you. All right, Councilmember Toy, go ahead.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. Thank you, Mr. Fermina. I can remember back to Keith Lang. He worked for Tennyson Chevy, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes.
Yep. And I remember, I think, when he came in. Is Alex here tonight, Mr. Salal? Is he present, or are you representing Richie? Oh, he's
Yeah,
back
no,
there, okay.
Ali is here.
Okay, great. And so the building he would accept with the same conditions as Mr. Terramina has described, correct?
Yes, he would accept the
Yeah.
building and the parking restrictions, all
Okay.
of the
Sure.
all of the restrictions that are in there.
Okay, so you're gonna sell it now? The building's gonna be sold, right?
It's going to be sold, yes.
Are you still operating your liquor store down there as well?
Oh, that's been gone for quite a while.
Has it?
Yeah,
Okay, so
actually
now
almost
you're-
3 years now.
Are you laying on the couch now? And, yeah,
I wish.
yeah, I'm
No, but
teasing
I-
you, yeah.
But I am trying to retire.
Well, it's nice to
and
see you. It's been a long time.
I've been-
I hope we get an approving resolution, and I know a couple of my colleagues want to speak, so nice to see you again.
Nice to see you.
Yes, sir.
Councilmember Donovic.
Thank you, Madam Vice President. Good evening, sir, and to your new business partner over there. I know Councilman Toy asked the question, so you are selling the property to the new operator?
Yes, we will be selling it to him.
If this passes, will you be selling it, or down the many years later, or?
No, if it doesn't pass, then we won't be selling it, because it's contingent. He has a contingent upon approval that
Okay.
he can operate
And
that.
we're asking that question because we know you've taken care of the property, but if there's a new owner and what will they do with the property and how they'll take care of it. Mr. Tormina, when I was looking through the original agreement from 2014, item number 2 talks about catch basin in the parking lots and those sorts of things. Are there any improvements that need to be made to the parking lot for this new petitioner?
I'm not aware of any improvements that are outstanding from the
Okay.
2014
So
resolution.
then item number 14 would be okay. It talks about a minimum masonry wall behind the building. Is that still outstanding, or does that need to be erected, or?
No,
Not to put you- okay.
everything's been addressed in terms of that approval.
Great, okay. And then this new business is going to be working on vehicles inside of the building. They're not doing maintenance in the parking lot and storing vehicles in the parking lot overnight on jack stands and sorts of things like that.
Absolutely not. He's well aware. The cars that he buys are all $15,000 to $40,000 cars. He has a premier. He's well skilled in purchasing and selling cars. He doesn't buy junk cars. He doesn't buy cars that have been underwater. He doesn't store anything outside. The only cars that will be outside will be his cars. And if you were to go by the service station, not station, the service department that he's operating now, you would see beautiful cars that he's promoting. And he does, he's this good. He sells wholesale to right across the street.
Madam Vice President, okay if the petitioner comes up?
As a matter of fact, I think,
He's right behind you.
Right behind you. We'll welcome.
oh, I thought he was going to go over there.
If you can just approach the podium and give us your name for the record.
My name's Ali Salah. We actually have a whole business plan and a model, along with some recommendations from dealers across the street in the area over there. I've had experience in the automotive industry for over 10 years. Anything we deal with is no older than 10 years old, and with a certain mileage exception of under 140,000 miles. So we kind of have those rules in place for everything that we buy, because most of our buyers set those rules, and we actually abide by those rules because they kind of make sense in the model that we go by. Majority of my sales right now are wholesale and a little bit of retail, and that's kind of where we're trying to walk into this building to kind of expand into the more retail aspect of it. But I do have a business model plan along with recommendations, letter of recommendations from a dealer called Rightway across the street, which I sell well over 300 cars to them a year.
Congrats.
So,
Well, Madam Vice President, first, I assume this is going to pass. Welcome to the community, and thanks for your investment in the community. And, we just want to make sure that the dealerships, we've had nice established dealerships come into Livonia recently. A significant amount of investment has happened on Plymouth Road with some of our larger tier automotive dealerships, and I've welcomed those enhancements to the Plymouth Road corridor. And you're a small business, so naturally we want to welcome small businesses, but we want to have top-notch service as well and standards. One thing that I've received complaints of as recently, and I don't know if the council will move on this or the city, but the delivery of vehicles to dealerships along Plymouth Road, we're starting to see a lot of the large haulers parking in the turning lane in the middle of Plymouth Road and unloading their vehicles in the middle of Plymouth Road. And one, that's a safety issue because you have these truck drivers, delivery drivers, their legs are sticking out of Plymouth Road while they're undoing ratchet straps and unloading vehicles in the middle of the road, and their legs are hanging out in the through lane, and I've received complaints from that. Naturally, traffic backups, and then also just the safety of a large hauler unloading vehicles in the middle of the road is not good for our drivers. So what is your plan for loading and unloading vehicles? And can you commit to us today that your haulers will not be unloading vehicles in the middle of a busy road as opposed to those haulers having explicit instructions to enter your parking lot and unload any vehicles there specifically?
So those haulers, typically, the way we do business at least, most of the vehicles come from locally. They come from local auctions around. One of the main auctions that we go to is Manheim, Detroit, which is located in Carlton. I want to say at least 85% of our inventory comes from over there. So transportation from that auction to the lot is mostly done from drivers. So we actually go pick up the cars ourselves and drive them back to the lot. And on some rare occasions, we use transporters like tow trucks. And those tow trucks they can haul up to 3 cars, but those tow trucks can easily maneuver in and out of properties compared to semi-trucks.
Sure.
So most of those tow trucks are the ones that they can put a vehicle on top of the roof and a vehicle on the back. And if they needed, they can also drag one on 2 wheels in the back.
Great.
So I rarely ever see our vehicles getting dropped off by semis, as most vehicles that get dropped off by semis are vehicles that are purchased out of state. So those are any vehicles you see mostly coming on semis are usually coming from out of state, or at least they're making a drive of at least 2 or 3 hours away from like Ohio or Toledo.
Great, thank you, sir. Well, council, I will make an approving. If it's okay, I'd like to add an item that no vehicles will be delivered, whether transport trailers, semi-trucks, et cetera, will be loaded or unloaded on the major Plymouth Road. And if there are any deliveries that take place, would have to be inside of their parking lots and not on a major roadway. I'd like to make that on consent, if there's no objection from my colleagues.
Okay, anyone else from council? All right. Anyone from the audience? All right, you have an approving on consent, so it's all but assured to pass, and welcome to Livonia.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
All right, moving on to agenda item number 3, we have a request to extend waiver use approval to new owner Xiaoping Shen from Elite Foot and Body Spa regarding petition 2019-040207, submitted by High and Pie to operate a massage establishment located on the west side of Middlebelt Road between Puritan Avenue and 6 Mile Road, 16345 Middlebelt, in the northeast quarter of Section 14, CR 273-19. Welcome. Mr. Chairmina, is this yours as well?
I can provide some background information. This is a waiver petition that council approved on appeal in 2019. It involves the operation of a massage establishment within a multi-tenant commercial building that's located on the northwest corner of Greenland Avenue and Middlebelt Road. Similar to, or like the previous item, the waiver approval restricted the waiver to the user at that time, and the request before you this evening is to transfer that zoning approval to the new user, and I'll let them introduce themselves.
Okay. Thank you. Welcome. If you could just name and for the record. Yeah.
Your name and Westland.
Okay. My address, right?
Just Westland is fine.
Yeah, live in Westland, and my name is Haiyan Pai. So the dog will present for me. Thank you.
So Hyan's operated the business, I believe, since 2019.
Sir, your name?
I'm sorry. My name is Doug Rands. I live in Westland. Business has been successful, supported a couple of families, put her son through Wayne State. But there have been some changes in the past year and a half. Her son has passed from brain cancer. She's got some upcoming major surgery that will have her unable to work for an extended period of time and require a lengthy recovery. It's uncertain if she will even be able to return to work. So she's feeling a little bit of her mortality. So she's looking to sell the business to Ms. Shen.
Okay. Council?
Sir.
Councilmember Toy.
Any questions for us?
Yeah, I'm going to get to that. Sir, what role are you playing on this? Are you a broker of sorts?
No, I'm her husband.
Oh, you're her husband. Okay, great. So How long have you operated the business?
Since 2019. It was registered in March and opened in the fall.
Okay, had you had a business like this prior to that?
She has had a business in Farmington Hills before that. When did Farmington Hills open?
2014.
14? You're over by the Plate Lady, is that right? The
Plate Lady used to be the prior tenant.
Right, that's what I thought.
So it was
Okay.
between Bloom Pharmacy and Speedy Printing.
Okay, right there, okay. Who owns Speedy right now, do you know?
Vicky and Brian Boss.
Vicky's still there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Still doing well.
Yeah, a long time they've been there. Okay, so you're gonna try and sell it to the ladies standing behind you, is that correct?
Correct. We've got an agreement in spirit to sell the business, the operation to Ms. Shen.
Have they been in business before?
Yes, she has a business here in Livonia, but I'll let her address that. I don't know the details of her business.
May I go to that woman, Madam Chair?
Can we go to the,
Sure.
behind you? Yep. If you can just introduce
Good
yourselves.
evening, everybody. Oh, hello, good evening. Thank you so much. And I'm familiar with most of you. I've been here before. I'm representing Xiaoping's, and my name is Sherry Liu, Livonia. And our current business right now is in 34389 Plymouth Road, the Elite Foot and Body Massage. And Xiaoping, she's my cousin, and she's been operating that as a manager since 2015, and she always been the manager. And the only time that the building and also the business was temporary, kind of suspended just because of the COVID, for the time that was during the COVID time, which is less than 3 months, I believe. And in 2024, she became an owner. So I was one of it here for representing her to, she's now the owner since 2024. And the business has been doing really well. However, the limited capacity, normally they can only take 2 or 3 customers. So we feel so bad about the, which is right now the Ocean City, the Ocean Wellness in 16345 Middlebell. They've been in business since 2019. And Haiyan, which is the owner of the Ocean Wellness, she putting so much effort to that shop. And since that building was vacant before, and she was renovated and very nice carpet, very nice interior. And her amount of people she's taking is about like 9 to 10 people a day. So we feel like sincerely bad about she is having some health issue that she is unable to continue the service and operating the shop over there. So Xiaoping, another word is planning to expand her business. This is a great opportunity for her to continuing the business over there at 2 locations. And I'm the one who normally monitoring all her banking issue, including her merchant service and anything that would relate to the bank issue. I always helping out. So at this point, we would like to apply, and also we would like to have a business plan to make the Ocean Wellness, and inside, like for example, we painted in new carpets and make it nicer. And we want to continue the business that Haiyan been putting so much effort, and hopefully she'll be recovery soon. And hopefully she will come back to help in the shop. And then at this time we're not purchasing a building. We are purchasing the business opportunity.
Right.
Okay. Yes.
So if I may, what is your role? You do her banking, correct?
Oh, I'm helping her, yes.
Yes, and where are you from?
I'm actually a licensed realtor for Michigan.
Okay.
And
She's also, like I said, she's my cousin.
Okay.
And I've been helping her a lot of, like, for example, applying for a license.
Yes.
And, for example, scheduling all the inspection from City of Livonia. And call the fire department that come in to do inspections and the health departments. And I'm helping, I'm monitoring a lot of things when she have issue with her banking issue, her merchant issues, or her IT issues. She's always calling me, and then I'm there to help.
And does she speak any English?
She does.
She does?
She is pretty good communicating, but a lot of the major, like, explaining, she is not as fluent.
And how long has she been in this country? Or state?
2006, when you came to the United States.
2007.
Oh, 2007 or 2006.
2007?
Correct.
Okay, and you've, how many customers are you able to serve in the current location?
It's about 10 to 13 or
10
15.
to 13?
Correct.
Okay, and what type of massage is it?
Mainly, she does a lot of variety. For example, foot massage is her specialty. Yeah,
Okay.
and then she also do the acupuncture. Yeah, you can explain a little bit more too. 你可以讲，没关系。
It's okay.
Oh, she's a shy, but
I don't blame her. It's
yeah.
intimidating sometimes, I know. You've not had any problems in your location that you described on Plymouth Road at all, right? No problems, no complaints?
No complaint, no problem. We have a lot of the local neighborhood business, and then most of them maybe work for manufacturers, and they're tired, they come to our shop, and they just need some relaxation. And then also they ask for a lot of foot massage, which is they sit there and then take about like 40 minutes to an hour. And that's what we do.
So you'll keep that business open as well as the one on Middle Belt?
That is correct.
So you
Yes.
have two?
Two locations.
Two
which is
locations,
correct.
okay. And how many people do you normally employ then?
We have about 3. And then another shop, we are planning to assign 3. If like Haiyan, if she have her current employee, we would love to take it over.
Yeah.
And that, so we can keep their job for them.
I'm sorry to hear, Haiyan, about
Same here.
your health issues, because I remember when you came before us, and it was exciting to hear what you did and how well you did, and we still wish you all the best, obviously. And I know you'll be a lot better the next time we see you, right? And I would hope that you just do a business that's clean and lawful, which I think I'm hearing you will. I deal a lot with people that, and I don't mean to bring this up for any reason except in human trafficking. So there's always a high suspicion, as I'm sure you're aware of, with establishments like yours. And so I want to just put it right out there. I want to be sure that you're doing the right kinds of stuff, and that you live by those moral standards.
Yes.
And we appreciate that in our city, because we don't want you to have a problem, and we don't want to have a problem.
No, we don't want to have any problem. We'll
So
follow the
with-
rule and regulations of
Okay.
the city.
Great, good to hear. So with that, I'm going to offer an approving resolution for you.
Thank you so much.
Well,
Thank you.
they got to vote yet, wait a
Oh,
minute.
yes, of course.
Is that on consent?
Right now, let's put it on regular then, in case there's new information anywhere.
So we have an approving motion on the regular, which means it'll be voted upon on September 8th, and you're welcome to join us. In fact, you probably should join us at that meeting, just in case any questions or new information
Yes, ma'am.
arises. Okay? Anyone else from council? All right, the audience? All right, we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Thank you so much. Thanks for your time, all our council members and presidents. Thank you.
All right, moving on to item number 4. This is a request to waive the sealed bid process and award of contract. This comes to us from the Department of Public Works. This is for the removal of the fuel island at Whispering Willows Golf Course in a not-to-exceed amount of $24,828 from budgeted funds. Good evening, Mr. Moore.
Evening, Council. Doug Moore with DPW. Council, this is a continuation of our fuel island program. We started with DPW earlier this year. It's moved on to the police station. Now we're heading out to the golf courses. Whispering Willows actually has an in-ground tank with two fuel pumps and a canopy. Oscar Larson is the contractor that's been working on the other islands. They are the source well bid price with the governmental entities that we've been using. They will remove the canopy, the fuel island, the pumps, and the fuel tank for $24,828. The golf courses will contract with RKA, our current fuel supplier, to bring in two 250-gallon tanks for their fueling needs.
All right, thank you. Councilmember Donovic.
Thank you, Madam Vice President. Mr. Moore, thanks for being here this evening. You kind of alluded to us already using this contractor. So far, we've had good rapport and good relationships with them.
Yes, very good.
Madam Vice President, this is something standard that the city's been working on for the last few years. So I'd like to offer an approving on consent with no objection from my colleagues.
Okay, we have an approving on consent. Mr. Morgan, go ahead.
Yes, Mr. Moore, just have a quick question. Is there any plans to replace this, or are we just going to go with above-ground fuel tanks?
Just going to go with the above-ground fuel tanks. That's what the golf course decided that would be best for them.
Okay, very well. Thank you.
All right, well, we have an approving on consent.
Cool, thank you.
All right, looks like we're staying here, though.
Yes.
Agenda item number 5, request to authorize additional expenditure from the Department of Public Works for additional tree planting in the amount of $70,000 with funds to be reimbursed from the MEDC grant proceeds. Mr. Moore, go ahead.
So back on March 20th of 2024, we were here to talk about Crimboli Nursery using their bid pricing for 2024 and 2025. At the time, we were expecting 400 trees this year. That was before the tornado hit in June last year. We have about another 100 trees that we need to replace, plus about another 100 more to be replaced in the new subdivisions that have come online. So we're asking council for $70,000. We did get an MEDC grant. It was an earmark in 2023. There is some funds available from that we could use. And we will also use funding from developers that contribute when they put their subdivision in for tree planting.
Thank you. Great. Council, Mr. Morgan.
Yeah, I'd like to offer an approving on consent.
Mr. Donovic.
Thank you, Madam Vice President. Mr. Moore, remind me where the $70,000 is coming from, because again, you talked about the MEDC grant reimbursement. Can you touch on that real quick?
So the funding is going to come a little bit from Todd, and then some of it, we've got another account in the millage that's kind of vague about, it's a computer replacement program for $16,000. I don't know, it currently hasn't been used, so we're going to take that funding and move it towards tree planting too.
And I asked that just because, I mean, we talk about Tree City Livonia, and it just goes to show how expensive planting trees are in the community and what have you. So just wanted to talk about that a little bit. Thank you, Madam Vice President.
Thank you. Anyone else? All right, anyone from the audience? All right, you have a motion on consent.
Thank you.
Or approval on consent, excuse me. All right, looks like you've got the last one as well. Agenda item number 6 is a request to authorize additional expenditure from the Department of Public Works for hazardous waste fees in the amount of $150,000 from budgeted funds. Mr. Moore, go ahead.
So this is ERG and probably our most popular program that we have going. We have run out of money. We had allotted $160,000 for this year. We had to reduce, we asked for $190,000. We had to reduce that request because of the increased priority bid from their solid waste contract, knowing that we were probably going to have problems with tree trimming and our ERG, which we did. We're asking for $150,000, although we probably only need to have about $90,000 or $100,000 of that to finish out the year. Currently, we're paid through July. We will owe them for August. We have put through 2,602 addresses this year for 167,000 pounds of material. Based on last year's numbers, we probably have about 2,000 more vehicles to go through and approximately 110,000 pounds of material to be collected. August and September are big months, with October and November falling off because of leaf pickup starting. The money is going to be taken from the 401 account. We've got some leaf equipment that is not coming in until sometime in 2026. So that money's going to be moved, and we'll figure out the leaf equipment next year.
Council. Councilmember Budzinski.
So I know that this is an incredibly important, successful program that's been offered. If you didn't know, ERG is located on Merriman Road, and you can bring, paints, oils, old electronics, and drop them off for $5 per household for up to 100 pounds. Is that
Yes.
still the thing? So it used to be free drop off, which, then it was increased to $5, which, created some community conversation there. I understand that probably as we move forward, we might have to have more of a community conversation about how we're funding this program, because it is really important that we have this option available to responsibly recycle and keep waste, in its appropriate place. It is recycling, but obviously it's expensive. So I'm supportive of your guys' creative measures, although I imagine that as we look at the budget for next year, that we're going to have to think through how we continue to provide this offering. So if there's no objections, I'll put it, offer and approving on consent. But I'm open to regular if that's what people prefer. Thank you.
Anyone else from council? Councilmember Morgan.
Yeah, Mr. Moore, I have a couple questions regarding this. So is this, just to clarify, this amount of money is going for our hazardous waste day fees, or is there some, is this a collection where they go through the neighborhoods? Or what
This is the drop-off program that replaced the annual Ford Field thing several years ago.
Okay.
You can go into, if Livonia residents go to ERG up to 100 pounds, they pay $5 and drop it off. You can go in any amount of times you want to go in.
So we're just supplementing it, even though the citizens can go in and pay their $5 and drop off up to 100 pounds, the city's supplementing that cost by.
Yes, we're paying,
I just wanted some clarification
this
on
year, we pay $62.50 a car, a vehicle, as part of year 2 of the program. Residents pay $5 of that, so the city picks up $57.50 for the 100 pounds of material.
Okay, all right, very well. Thank you.
Anyone else from council?
Madam Chair,
Councilmember Toy.
I'm real sad this happened, because it used to be a great place to campaign right there.
Yeah.
When they'd come through, Jack Hertzie used to have a letter from the mayor, and his name was all over, it was great. And, but this is a great program you're doing. Thank you so much, Doug. You do a great job over there, thanks.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Anyone else? All right, you have an approving on consent, so you were 3 for 3 on that.
Thank you, council. Have a good night.
All right, this concludes the study agenda. Is there any audience communication that was not on the agenda? All right, I am seeing none.
Oops.
Camera's blocking me. I can't see.
It's dark. It's dark back there.
Lynn Mills, aging boomer, South Livonia. Just clerical. If we could have more of these printed, the first meeting, there seems to be a lack of these available for the larger audiences. Just a simple little thing. Not so much the yellow ones. And I did stop at Newburgh Village today. There seemed to be happy residents there. I have a friend who lives there. Just a quick update from my perspective. They're looking at new carpeting and a new roof coming. The residents there seem to be very happy. Just my personal observations. And I had something else in mind, but it's getting late. I want to thank you for everything. We do appreciate the work you do, and forgot what else I wanted to say. I'll have the next city council meeting to say it. Anyway, thank you all. Have a good night.
Thank you. Any closing remarks from council? All right.
Move to adjourn.
Move to adjourn. All right, I think we can safely show 6. Good night, Livonia.